So I'm here with Evelyn Nutt, who is at Ketchikan High School junior, and she is on the Academic Decathlon team, and I'm going to talk to her a little bit about this event. Just tell us a little bit about your family, where you're from, Evelyn, how long you lived here.
Well, I've lived here for a year and a half, and my dad is in the Coast Guard. He's been in for 20 years, so he's technically supposed to be retiring, although I don't think he wants to. But I was born in Texas, and I've been to 6 different states and 6 different schools. So it's definitely been some really big transitions. I have 5 other siblings. The oldest is 17, and the youngest is 10 months.
And how do you like Ketchikan High School compared to these others?
I really like Ketchikan High School because, yes, it's small, but everybody, although they know each other, they're all so nice to each other, and it feels like I'm actually a part of a school rather than just, a random kid walking around that nobody knows.
Good answer. Good answer. So tell us about Academic Decathlon. What is that? How does it work? How does it?
Academic Decathlon is basically a competition between, people my age who go out and read a bunch of books and textbooks on one particular subject. So, for example, this year, the topic is illness and wellness. So it's talking a lot about morality and cancer, and the main text that we're reading is Frankenstein. So in Academic Decathlon, there are 10 different events. There's math, literature, science, social science, music, art, and then I'm missing one. I think literature, if I didn't say literature already. But then you have 3 subjective topics, which are speech, interview, and essay. So the essay part is typed on a computer, and it all goes to one database, and they're all scored. And then the speech and interview are done at the state competition, or if you're doing a regional competition, you do them in the classrooms. And all the 7 tests, those are taken on Scantrons. And you take them all together in one big giant arena where everyone does multiple choice. And it's 50 questions in 30 minutes. So it's very quick pace, every single meet that we have. We've been doing practices all year since beginning of September. The only interacting part you do in ACDC is actually interviewing with the judges and doing speeches for judges.
So then, is this your first year at it, or
this is my second year.
So you didn't have this at other high schools that you were at?
I have a feeling that at my old high school in South Carolina, I did have a team, but I didn't know about it because there was always so much going on. 2,000 kids,
Yeah.
So.
Do you have any other athletics that you're involved with? Is just this?
And I moved to here, and I was like, my marching band is gone. But then I got so involved here. I did academic decathlon. I'm doing band. I've done debate. I do a lot of volunteering with Rotary. I'm in the student government, junior class vice president.
Tell me a little bit about going to this competition. Have you already been to competitions this year, or this is the final one? How does that work?
We've been to 2 regional competitions. One was in Juneau and one was here. And so it's basically the same thing as any other competition. So when we go to the state competition, it will be schools all around Alaska. And it'll be all the schools from our region. We don't really compete to see who's the best region. We just all go to state. And we'll all compete at state, and whoever's the best at state goes to nationals.
So when you go and there's a certain number of kids there, it's just all ranked. If there's 50 kids and you get 7th, is that how, or is it spread out between girls and boys? Is it, it's just
It's across the whole thing. I think they have a separate section for smaller schools, but they will do like top 10. And how they also categorize it is between GPA level. So if you have like 3.0 to 4.0, it's honors. If you have like, I think 2.5 to 3, it's scholastic, and then the lowest category is varsity. And so in order to build a team, you need to have 3 from each category. For us, we're always lacking the lower varsity that we need, and so we have like maybe 1 sometimes. 2 is what you need to qualify as a team. So this year we're only going with 1 varsity, so that means we're probably not going to qualify as a team in general, even if we did win anything.
So instead you'll compete as individuals, and the team option will be off the table. How many kids that will be going then?
There will be, I think, 10 or 11 kids going. So we'll have the 3 honors on team 1, the 3 scholastics, and the 1 varsity. So that's already 7. And I think we have 3 or 4 alternates coming with us. But the reason we build 1 team is because we have an event separate from all the other ones called Super Quiz. It's kind of like a Jeopardy round, except for teams. So we'll have a big giant stadium set up with a bunch of tables for each team. And so you go up there, and on a projector, they say all these questions that are kind of like multiple choice questions. And you'll write it down on your sheet, and they give you 10 seconds to answer it. And then you have a judge right next to you who checks it. And whatever score you end up getting, then that's, you place in the super quiz. And so it goes up 3 at a time. So the varsity will go up, and the scholastic, and the honors. Coach is Mr. Stanton. He's the world history teacher here. He used to teach geometry and work at KIC. And then we're going to be competing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning. And then Saturday afternoon, we have time to explore around Anchorage and then have a banquet at the end of the day where all the awards are announced.
So how do you train then? Is it just in class, or do you have time outside of the school, like other sports or other competitions where you would do this?
We actually have practices 3 times a week. It's usually Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday, each an hour, and then closer to state we extend practices 2 hours. So we do a lot of collaborating learning while we're in class, and we'll all look at the textbooks together or read through our texts together. And most of it, though, has to be independent because you have to teach yourself all of this. You can't just have somebody yelling it at your face. It is kind of like school. You can't just have a teacher saying it to your face. You have to go and you have to review it and practice it. So I see ACDC as a way to kind of push me a little more than school does. That way I can be ready for college.
Well, thanks so much for talking, and good luck with your competition this
Thank
weekend.
You.